Hello everybody. So today we're going to be doing the November Carnivorous plant tour. You can see, just a little overview, they're definitely getting ready for dormancy. We actually had a really shallow freeze a few days ago, and for that I just moved all of these trays into the greenhouse where it's heated to like 45 Fahrenheit or something. Just so that they wouldn't have like super quick stress from the cold. You can see even with 45 Fahrenheit, some of these did have some trap death, which does happen whenever they're, not prepared for dormancy and they get a super quick cold front or something. They can have some die off, but for the most part, they're doing really good. Definitely getting low. You can see the new growth is super nice and rosetted. Sure. But yeah, so we're going to get started with the tour. So I'll start with the Flytraps. You can see the other stuff over there. Adentade. This one actually didn't. I thought this one stayed erect like the entire year because that's the only thing I've ever seen it do. But it does actually get pretty low and rosetted, as you can see with these ones. Still get that super short teeth look. Really nice. A Kairu. Low and deep red. Alien. Looking good. This pot is going to be so full next year. This is Air Werewolf 1. So a lot of these traps are kind of weird. Some of these super like red ones, a Kairu too, but they'll just like make really weird growth when they get stressed. So you can see like with this trap, like it's just not even, sometimes it'll just send up like bare leaves with no traps. It's really weird. I'm not entirely sure what's up with them. This is Air Werewolf 2. Aurora Borealis. So the main division up here died. I still have no idea what happened to that, but I did get a new little clump in them and they're doing pretty good. B52. This guy's looking pretty good. BCP B01. This one gets really deep inner traps. It's really cool. It's like a black spot in the middle. You'll probably see that when it gets bigger. BCP Caterpillar, this is 03. BCP X11. BCP C11, this is one that I've really been loving lately. Gets these super nice deep traps. The lighting today is a bit weird just because of how low the sun is now. Bimbo. So I tore this one up. It used to be like huge, like a massive plant. And I took a bunch of pullings and split the rhizome up, so you can see now I've got a bunch of really nice strikes. Here's the old like half of the rhizome. So that pot will be full. Right now it doesn't look great, but that's usually what happens when you split plants. Another example could be this guy. This is GJ Basmati. So I ripped this one up. And you can see now it's got a ton of strikes all over the place. That'll be really nice next year. GJ Bloody Nurse. This one's getting big. The smaller one looks really nice too. This is Bullseye. This is another one of those. This and Candy Cane, which is right next to it, are super weird growers. I'm not exactly sure if I want to keep them or just like get rid of them or something, because I'm not a fan of these at all. They've just never grown well for me. But I'll probably keep it until next spring, and then if it's still messed up, then maybe I'll get rid of it. I'm not sure. Carboni Ardenti. This guy's looking beautiful. Back over here, this is CK Equinox. Really nice traps. Got great coloring inside. This is CK Rottweiler. Nice werewolf style. Looks really good. Kind of reminds me of GJ Shirkan, which you can see here. Little focus on the actual trap. You can see it's kind of got like that folded inner leaf to the trap. This one has a bit of the same thing. You can see with those leaves, they're kind of folding in a bit. So they might be related. So this one is CK Solaris. It's supposed to get pretty weird traps. I remember one picture, but I don't have it anymore. But the leaves, the cilia on the leaves are like pretty elongated, and they weren't like shark teeth. So I'm not really sure what's up with this one. This is Colorado Giant. Sorry. Really nice low, deep red traps. Coquillage. I used to call this guy coquillage because I didn't know how to pronounce it, but it's French. I think it's French. This guy's Cracker. This is another one I tore up quite a bit. Dambala. Really small, but it is getting bigger slowly. Dark Knight. This is a new one that I got. It's incredibly dark. This is probably my darkest plant. Maybe this, or this is Crimson Sawtooth, which is also really dark, but I think this is actually darker. So super cool. Like, you can almost not tell when the trap is dead versus alive. It's that black. This guy, let me get the tag. These tags are hard to dig out now. DCXL. So this is one I tore up again. Here is, oh my god, dude. Double face. So this one's not, it's supposed to have like half and half colored traps, like one half dark and the other half light, or just different colors. But mine has not been doing that. Mine has never really done that. So it might be too much light, I'm not really sure. Double green. This guy's doing great. Did get repotted, so the traps are definitely have to recover a bit, but they do look really nice, and they are getting a lot of nice green variegation. Not sure how well it shows up on camera, but Dragon's Breath. Supernacea style. This one actually gets quite a bit of funnel traps. You can see right here at this guy, that petiole is actually like very short, and then has a elongated like section from the trap to the petiole. You can see on this plant, it's that part. I'm not sure what you'd call that, but it's really weird. It grows weird traps. This guy is, I believe, Dreamsicle. Got so many plants to the point where I don't remember the names anymore. Fiamma. It's trying to eat itself there. This is a really, really beautiful, almost Carboni style trap. Really nice. I'm glad this one's doing good. Next is Fangzon. So this is a kind of European of phalanx. So it has these a lot shorter, like almost cup traps. And it does still have the long teeth usually. So I think the long teeth is generally seasonal actually. So mine doesn't really have it right now, but you can still see it does have longer than usual teeth. This is Fine Tooth X Red. Messy Pot. Down here, Crimson Sawtooth. This is definitely one of my all-time favorite plants. I just love it so much. The teeth are incredibly serrated, as you can see. And the traps just get so dark. It's a really, really nice plant. I'd really recommend this to anyone that loves the deep red plants or sawtooth, or even just good growing plants. This one grows amazingly for me. Flaming Lips. See, this pot is packed with them. They do have the kind of red teeth that gives them their name. Maroon Monster. This one does get pretty dark, but nowhere near as dark as my other red plants. Fuzzy Teeth. This one's pretty cool. Teeth get super fused, and to the point where they can't actually open up, so they just end up staying inside the trap. That one's usually grows rosetted, but it's even more so now that it's going colder. Giant Clam. Really cool one. Giant Microdente. I love the coloring this one gets. The teeth look really nice too. This is GJ Giant, or might not be GJ actually, it might just be Giant Peach. But it gets It stays a really nice pink inside the trap, and it does get pretty decent sized traps. This is the basmati I showed earlier. So this one I did rip up and propagate. You can see I've got a nice bit of divisions in the pot now. This guy definitely has some trouble getting out of the soil. One of my friends who also has one of these clones, the plant, if you bury it too deep under the media, it'll have a lot of trouble getting the traps out. That's a theme with a lot of the like mutated plants. I'm not really sure why, but GG Giant Kudo as well, which is right next to it. If this one's too far under the media, it'll just not be able to get out and the traps just get stuck constantly. So it is kind of annoying. So just make sure if you have these kind of weird plants, you do pot it above the media quite a bit. So Giant Kudo, this one's really nice. This pot's gonna be super full next year. Next to that, this is GJ Giant Form. So this is the last of its erect traps, and the rest are all low. This one is beautiful in the summer when it gets those tall traps. Next to that is GJ Bloody Shark, or sorry, GJ Giant Shark. There's so many sharks now. This one does usually have a good bit of coloring near the trigger hairs, which is what why it's called a shark, I guess. Pretty nice. GJ Goliath. This one stays pretty low to the ground for me. I've never had it go erect, but I also haven't kept it in spring, so that might be when it goes erect. I'm not sure. But it does have really nice coloring and large traps for the size of the plant. Green Schupensteel. It is a green Schupensteel. GJ Mariachi. Or this actually, sorry, this is Montecore. I always get those two confused. This one's getting really nice long traps now. Green Zebra. This one's supposed to be, this one's supposed to be variegated on the sides of the traps, but it is not, as you can probably see. This is Phalanx. This one went really rough last growing season for some reason near the end. It was great at the beginning and then it just fell off. Shirkan, this one's doing fine. Stegosaurus still is getting the variegated yellow patching inside the trap. I'm not sure what that is about, but looks good. Gremlin, it's, you know, getting back up after repotting. This is Hammerhead. So you can see the old trap's still up, which is cool, and it does have some super tiny new traps coming. Harlequin, really nice pastel colored traps. I'm hoping it'll do good after repotting it. I'm not exactly sure what that is. That might be some kind of insect damage. Not really sure. Harmony, nice erect green short tooth guy. And this is the new one that I got. This is called Iris. So it's supposed to get a really cool like red line down the middle of the trap that looks similar to like an eye. I'm assuming a cat eye because, you know, humans don't have lines for our eyes. We have circles. But you can see this one also has like a really cool border of the cilia, which I've never seen before. So I'm really excited for this one. I'm hoping it does well. King Henry. This one went from the long erect growth and it's starting to go down to rosetted now, which is nice. I'm tired of these long ones which just intrude on the other pots. Cleopatra, it's a really similar one to Alien. Hopefully this pot will fill. Korean Melody Shark, let me just get this death out of there. So this one's also going pretty low, as you can see. I'm pretty sure this is Big Mouth. Let me check. Oh, this is La Grossa Guigi. Just, it's gotten so rosetted now. So yeah, there you can see the old trap. It has gotten so rosetted I don't even recognize it. Latrapates. This poor guy's always had La Grossa Guigi intruding on it. You can see I split that one up. That one was super clumpy before. This is such an underrated plant. I absolutely love this thing. Really nice fused distal ending on the trap. It's nice teeth, super long. It's a really underrated plant that not many people know about. So this is low giant. Stays low, true to its name, and has those really nice red mouths. And this is Lust. This is supposed to be a red Lycosa guiki, which I'll see about next year, but it is a pretty dark red grower, which is nice. This is Mirror X Mirror. So I have not seen any mirroring lately, which makes me believe that it's possibly seasonal. So I guess we'll see about next year if it'll start back up again. Moon Traps, split this one up quite a bit. And back down here, final stretch, Plumachon. See this guy? I can't even tell if it's focusing on the trap or not, but it does get really cool like duplicate teeth on it. Quasar, really like bright red trap. Ramis 1 and 2. Red micro teeth. Let's see what this guy is. Red Sangria. Split this one up quite a bit. It's not looking great. Royal Red. This is another one that I feel like is really underrated. It gets incredibly dark traps. Almost as dark as my wine mouth, if not more dark. And which is weird because I never see anyone else grow this plant. This is Scarlatine. So I got this as like one medium-sized plant like this size, and by the end of the year it's already like, what is that, 7 divisions? It's really pretty cool how quick this one grows, especially for like a weird variegated clone. This is Schupenstiel 1. So this thing has the same weird like extended post-pedial as my Dragon's Breath, so maybe that's just like a Schupenstiel thing. Sinusoida, almost looking like a Kim Jong-un, or whatever that clone is called. Alright, so this is Southwest Giant. This one used to be full of divisions, and I ended up splitting up a bunch of the divisions up and selling the larger ones, and then just filling this pot with smaller divisions for the most part. This is St. Patrick's Beard. So finally you can see down in there, if it'll focus, it's got a nice little pom-pom coming up, or what I think is a pom-pom at least. The smaller one is still normal, but you know, you can see definitely something happening with those leaves. Sunrise, really nice low dark serrated trap. Triton, yellow variegated, still not variegating, but hopefully soon. It's just a bit tangled up, let me fix that. Villarica, otherwise known as the Fused Bloody Nurse. Werewolf, this guy's finally getting larger. This one was stuck at like a super small size for a really long time. Winemouth, split this one up quite a bit too. And then these are 2 new ones that I got. Antonov 225. So this is known as known for being a really large grower, so hopefully this guy will grow pretty quick. And then this is Wifiola. So they both got lost in shipping for a while, and they came out looking so hopefully these will be fine. More worried about this Wifiola than the Antonov though. And then some alien cultures, just probably fully hardened off by now, but then the Bog Garden. So this one is super messy now. I've kind of almost given up on it. You can see there's just a big spot of perlite in the middle, and that's because there's a lot of raccoons and possums around here, and with these ones being on the shelves or in the greenhouse, they're safe, but this one being on the ground, they go crazy and they'll just absolutely tear this Bog Garden up. So I've had to replace like the middle and outsides so many times, it's ridiculous. So I'm probably just gonna give up on a low Bog Garden like this. A lot of these get dehydrated too, which I'm not really sure why now. So yeah, it's just weird. I'll probably take all these out and pot them up and sell them to like some people wanting to get into the carnivorous plants or something like that. The Sarracenia, I'll just go through these quick. Found a little guy. These guys love to be in the Sarracenia. They don't really like me very much. So I'll just go through some of these nicer ones. Schnell's Ghost, Hurricane Creek White F, Minor Black, Purpurea, Okefenokee Giant, Potty Mouth. This guy's huge now. It's gotten really like slacky. This is Graham's Gem. This is one that really surprised me. It has never done good for me. And then all of a sudden it puts up this really nice squat fat trap. And like this trap looks beautiful. Like I don't know why it hasn't done anything, but I'm really liking that one now. This is Reedy Eye. Really nice windows on this guy and a nice long lid, which I like. Moriai, I believe. Tarnock. Lunchbox. Dana's Delight. So I definitely need to get rid of some of these too. They don't really like my high heat, but I will be keeping some of them. In the greenhouse, finally got to repotting these Drosera. So I've got some Benati Ghost in the back 3. A lot of these are Extrema, and then these ones in the front are T-form. I'll probably be selling these at a farmer's market or something, I'm not really sure yet. And then we'll go inside. Alright, so here's the indoor section. So I got some plants initiated finally. I got some free time. You can see some of these, I haven't checked on these. There's a failure on the left and possibly a success on the right. I haven't checked on these yet, so probably need to go through and clean some of those failures up. But the Heliumphora, they're doing good. I got a new one, Chimensis or something like that, on the right here, which is acclimating at the moment. The Expendiculata is looking really nice now. I repotted the Jamesoniana, Quelchii, and Humboldtii back there into fluval stratum and pumice mixture. This is just an empty pot of sphagnum. And then back here are the minors, which I could probably remove the dome on now, but I'll wait like maybe a week more. And yeah, so that's the Heliumphora progress. I'd like to get some more of these going now that I've got this fluval stratum mix, which is a lot better for them. So yeah, that's the video. Thank you for watching.